And on top of this, I also have occasion to direct interview Professor Gupta, and there are some interesting questions. Hello, I'm Dara from CNC English News. We got here Professor Gupta from the Harvard Business School. Professor, it was quite a very interesting topic you brought in today regarding the digital strategy. So I have a few questions here regarding the topic. So how would you think that digital strategy will sharpen the direction of the SME, especially in a developing country like Cambodia? How would you think this will be sharpen the direction of the company?
So I think the digital technology provides a huge advantage to SMEs, because if you are a large established company, large established companies have difficulty moving because they're like a large ship. It's very hard for them to move. They have processes, it's hard for them to change. On the other extreme, you have startups, very young startup companies. They are more agile, but they have no customers, they have no resources.
Right.
So SMEs are somewhere in the sweet spot.
Right.
They are big enough that they have customers, but they're also not that big that they can't move as quickly, right? So I think SMEs now potentially have a competitive advantage, better than startups and better than those guys. But they have to leverage the technology in the right fashion. They've got to change the way they think about business.
Okay. Do you think that they should be thinking about this digital strategy already? Because technology now is really hard to catch up. You know, it should be a right time for them to start thinking already, or what should the SME should be doing regarding this topic?
So my view always is don't start with technology, start with a business problem.
Okay.
And so if you, as SME, you sort of understand consumer behavior has changed. People, for example, are much more focused on convenience because they're used to buying from Amazon or e-commerce platforms. So you got to change your behavior, you change the way you do business in line with the consumer expectation, which have changed because of technology. And whatever technology helps you do that, that's perfectly fine. But I would not start with technology, because otherwise the technology in search for a solution. You start with a business problem and find the right technology to solve that.
It's very interesting. Last but not least, because 5G is the very new technologies, and do you really foresee 5G will be like a game changer for the telco industry?
So it is potentially possible, but I think, again, the telecom have done lots of innovations with 3G to 4G and now 4G to 5G. I think technology by itself doesn't do a huge amount of benefit to telco. They have to find some interesting use cases that 5G can do that 4G couldn't do. And then they have to monetize that. Because, for example, when the world moved towards mobile phone, everybody believed that telcos will be the ones who will benefit, because they are the ones who do mobile phones.
Exactly.
But they did not, because they didn't leverage, whereas some other companies leverage that much more. So I think 5G certainly offers a huge potential to telecoms, but it doesn't guarantee that they will take their advantage.
Yeah, since it's really quite new to the industry.
Yes.
To that same topic again, we've been hearing about digital marketing. Should that be a new approach for like SME or company to look at it? Because like people now moving to Facebook, and all of these social media platforms. Should that be the right approach for all the companies to do their marketing strategy now?
Absolutely, and I think the reason is very simple, that the traditional advertising, whether it's newspaper or television, is very expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
And only large companies with big budgets could afford it. Whereas social media advertising on Facebook or on Google is a lot cheaper. So it's small and medium-sized companies that couldn't afford a television ad can easily afford that. And by the way, more consumers are moving in that direction anyway. So I think it provides a huge opportunity to level the playing field for the small companies to fight against the large guys.
Okay. Thank you very much, Professor Gupta. It's so nice and it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you
and welcome to Cambodia too. Thank you.